Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Miami Marlins. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Miami Marlins.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Wei-Yin Chen gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, one thing to look out for him, Matt, is if he can avoid the big inning. It's not that big of a deal to give up a run here or there, but sometimes he can be prone to giving up 3 or 4 in an inning, and that kind of derails the whole start when that happens. Limit the damage, and he'll be just fine.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And manning the hot corner today is a guy with one of the quickest reactions in the game. That's it at third base. A step and a dive, a little bit of range, but you better be reacting, and you better be able to have some serious hands and a strong arm to get it over to first. And he checks all the boxes.
Settling in now, Ryan Sandberg. He will lead this one off today. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. 83 degrees here at first pitch. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed strike 3. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Stepping in now, Ben Zobrist.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look at that, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Now at the plate, Chris Bryant. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Just starting things out here in South Florida. A swing and a miss as he chased with two strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Vero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
Fergie Jenkins is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at Chris Bryant down at third base today playing the hot corner. And he's a guy that can move around. The manager can put him in the outfield, but his home is at third base. He's got the arm to get it done, a strong arm. He can go behind the bag and make big-time plays, and nice soft hands.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Once again, a 3-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time, and it's fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
The 1-1 home. And he fouls this one off. Jenkins is becoming a rare bird in today's game in that he's known as a starter that frequently goes deep into outings and does so with great effectiveness. He's not your 5-and-done guy. He wants to eat up innings and finish as many games as he can.
Matty V, this guy's a throwback to the pitchers in the 70s and 80s that want to finish what they start. He seems to get better about pitch 75 and 80. He has about 125, 130, and he's one of the few guys that can maintain stamina through a 9-inning game.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Count still full, 3-2. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting third, left fielder, Cliff Floyd.
Into the box now, Cliff Floyd. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. 2 out, nobody on. Count still at 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Digging in, Billy Williams. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball down below the knees. Now the 2-1. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. Full count to Billy Williams, 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
3-2 pitch. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
In now, Ernie Banks. Hard hit ball to second. That's a hit, the first of the year for the Cubbies.
Batting second, first baseman number 44, Anthony.
Stepping up to the plate, Anthony Rizzo. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Banks, base runner at first with 1 out. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
A bouncer up the middle. Rivers gathers it in. He'll go to the bag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Coming to the plate now, JT Realmuto. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. The 1-1. Hit hard up the middle. Sandberg ranging up the middle, and there's one away.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Now to the plate, Starlin Castro. Bottom of the second here with no score. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Lifted in the air out to right. Zobrist has a beat on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Batting sixth, right fielder, number 44.
Into the box now, number 44, and he's ready to take his first cuts. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Nope,
and a fastball just a bit high.
Now there's your textbook waist pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Bases are empty here with two men out. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. We'll move to the third with no score. Great shot there of the blue waters and long sandy stretches of Miami Beach. Back now for the top of the third inning on MLB Network. Standing in, Albert Almora. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Brinson patrolling center makes the play, one out.
Batting eighth, the pitcher number 31, Fergie Jenkins.
Digging in, Fergie Jenkins, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the 3-2 pitch. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Now I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Now in the box, Wilson Contreras. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Brinson. And that's the third out. Cubs are down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Standing in, Derek Dietrich. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The 1-2. Popped him up. Contreras is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting 8, the shortstop, J.T. Riddle.
Stepping in, J.T. Riddle. The 2-1 home is in there for the second strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
The 2-2. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled away. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Lifted the other way down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. Another full count pitch home. Down the first baseline. Rizzo is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting 9th, pitcher, Wei-Yin Chen.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Wei-Yin Chen. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The 1-1 home is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Here's another 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. At the plate, Ryan Sandberg. First time up, he went down looking.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
2-1 the count to Sandberg. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off wall.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3-2.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. And another foul ball. Seared down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Number 44 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Right fielder number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Floyd is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Digging in now, Chris Bryant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Striding in once again, Lewis Brinson back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Zobrist. 1 out.
Now batting.
So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And as you see there, just 1 mile an hour separating these two arms so far. 96 on one hand, 95 on the other. At the plate, Brian Anderson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a fly ball to straightaway left. Williams moving forward. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
The left fielder, number 30, Cliff Floyd.
Stepping up now, Cliff Floyd. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Billy Williams. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Swinging a soft liner and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
So in now for Chicago, Ernie Banks. He singled his last time up. The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Fouled off. Williams on at first, nobody out. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Another full count offering on its way. Ripped down the line. A shot down the first baseline. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And he is in there.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over.
Right up, they got right. You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo grounded up the first baseline. And he'll get to the bag in time. What a do-it-yourself masterpiece.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI groundout instead.
Into the box now, Albert Almora. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Standing in now, Fergie Jenkins hits softly out in front. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 1 and the Marlins nothing. Digging in for his second at-bat, JT Realmuto. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Missed with a slider. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And there's one down now.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Up next from Miami, Starlin Castro. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now the payoff pitch home. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Ready for another chance. Number 44. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Three and 1 to the Marlins left fielder.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Derek Dietrich. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Here's the 2-1. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And this one's in the dirt. And it's fouled away. Another full count pitch home. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for Miami. They're down 1-0. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. And a fastball just a bit high. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
The 3-1. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ryan Sandberg. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. He's running. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit on the ground toward the left. And that's through for a hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line him, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
In now, Ben Zobrist. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Here's Chris Bryant now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Contreras at third. Sandberg Over at second, Zobrist on at first with nobody out. Still even at 2-2. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. The 3-2 pitch. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And this inning is a perfect example of how quickly fortunes can change in this game. He was cruising along, hardly any trouble at all. Now he walks in a run and is still in the middle of a bases-loaded mess. He's got some work to do to limit the damage.
Well, now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Adam Conley is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. Billy Williams will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. Now the 3-2 pitch. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
I can tell you from experience, bases loaded, nobody out, and you get an infield pop-up, that feels just as good as a strikeout. And now he's just a double play ball away from getting out of this mess.
Ready once again, Ernie Banks. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Now the 1-1 pitch. A line shot to third base.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He went down on strikes last time up. Looking to minimize the damage here. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Liner in there for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. A tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Cubs are on. And next to the plate will be J.T. Little. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
The 1-2. Line hard. But this will be a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Curveball grounded towards second. To his left, Sandberg, and that's the first out.
When the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Miguel Rojas will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 19, Miguel Rojas.
To short. Gloved by Banks. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Center fielder, number 9, Lewis Brinson.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Lewis Brinson. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Miami down in order. They trail here 4-0. Welcome back to South Florida. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Marlins Garcia is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Marlins Garcia.
Coming to the plate now, Fergie Jenkins. He was a ground out victim last time up. He chased a bad ball up out of the zone, 2-2. Swing, high drive, left field and deep, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone, count full now. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Into the box now, Wilson Contreras. Grounded back up the middle. Riddle has it cleanly. Oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Standing in now, Ryan Sandberg. This pitch is popped up. And that's the second out.
Right fielder number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ben Zobrist. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. 2 out here and a runner at second. And a fastball just a bit up. The 3-1 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Stepping into the box, Chris Bryant. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Contreras. On second, Zobrist. On at first with 2 down. Bounce it to the left side. Riddle has it. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They lead it 4-0. Leading off the inning, Brian Anderson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Now at the plate, Cliff Floyd. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Looking to send him packing again. Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
In now, JT Realmuto. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So he was able to take it into the 7th, but the no-hit bid is going to end here with 2 out in inning number 7.
Boy, and Matty, this is when you start really thinking about a no-hitter. Once you get into the 7th, and it's hard not to look past getting through that last out, but D-Row, it just wasn't meant to be here with 2 outs in the 7th.
No, he's pitched a heck of a game, without question. You can't deny that. But this offense is going to stay on the attack. We'll see if this manager turns it over to the bullpen or allows this guy to finish it on his own.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Now a hard liner, but this is a foul ball. Ready with the 2-2. Curveball that time, not even close.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. Realmuto is on his way home, and he's safe at the plate as they close the gap to 3 now.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. Castro leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hit in the air down the left field line. Williams has a beat on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Marlins get one here on a couple of hits. 8th inning coming up. The Cubs lead this one 4-1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Billy Williams. He'll start us off in the 8th. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Yeah, and that home run is an absolute backbreaker. You still have some baseball left to play here, but with a 4-run lead, it could be a non-save situation. So they might get the rest of their closer the rest of the day. 4 runs feels awfully good.
Into the box, Ernie Banks. Driven nicely into the gap. Around first, he's digging for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the 2nd walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Digging in, Albert Almora. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. None out, runners at first and second. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is called in for the first out.
The pitcher, number 30, Fergie Jenkins.
So here now is the pitcher, Fergie Jenkins, and an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance here this afternoon, and you have to say he's really earned it. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Banks at second. Rizzo is over at first with 1 away. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, you got to love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball. And if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Standing in now, Wilson Contreras. Now a swing and a miss as he was trying to flick that one the other way, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
I'm sure the boys are going to blow him up in the clubhouse for that ugly swing right here. But he has a chance to regroup. Take a deep breath, take a step out of the box, and know you got a few to play with.
Count remains full. The next 3-2. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Marlins 1. Striding into the box, Derek Dietrich, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Bryant is there for it. He's got it 1 away. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. And next to the plate will be J.T. Little. Couple of groundouts on his batting line in 2 trips so far. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Strike 2 swinging. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Left side. Banks backhands it deep in the hole, and the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Hey, D-Roll, that's great hustle out of the box right there. The shortstop has to go deep in a hole to make the play, but he was thinking base hit as soon as he made contact.
Yeah, perfect placement right there. He's definitely rewarded for it right there. Nice play by the shortstop. There's not much you can do. You can either plant that right foot and try and come unglued with a throw to first base. You can use the Derek Jeter, try and jump throw, but I didn't think he was going to get him either way.
5-1 our score as we play the 8th. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Zobrist has to come in from the next area code to put this one away. Wow.
Now batting, center fielder, Lewis Brinson.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
The 3-1 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Reined in. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Marlins leave 1. They're down 5-1. Nick Whitgren enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Ryne Sandberg. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-1 home. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there. Whitgren stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was a 9th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Skied into straightaway right. Number 44 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Now the 3-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Floyd is there. 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Changeup in for a strike. Drives it out to deep right center field. Right fielder looking up to the track, to the wall, and it's gone as they add still another. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
In now, Billy Williams.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Once again, a 3-2. Popped up. Dietrich has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. It's the Cubs 6 and the Marlins 1. Carl Edwards Jr. is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Ready for another shot now. Brian Anderson. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
That's a ball.
Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Cliff Floyd waits on deck. And he fouls this one off. He'll try it again, 3-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. Zobrist on the move, and he makes the catch in the corner. Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day. In now, Cliff Floyd. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Pulled toward right center field. On the run is Almora. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, catcher, J.T. Realmuto.
So here's the cleanup hitter, J.T. Realmuto. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. The 3-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and they know this is going to be a tough stretch on the road. To win the first game of the series has got to feel pretty good. Something to build on for tomorrow.
6-1, the final tally today. Chicago used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Fergie Jenkins gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Marlins, 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.